Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
And we serve as the voice to the Truthful Black community.
Again, we got Dr. Candace Matthews.
A lot of these documents, looking at.
This country is supposed to be about the land of the free for all. It has not been free for Black people, and we are tired.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app today.
So how did someone so wildly famous end up in trouble with the U.S. immigration? Which is very confusing. Now, according to ICE, that's the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, Khaby landed in the U.S. on the 30th of April. He entered legally, but apparently he overstayed the conditions of his visa. The question is, was he aware? Was it ignorance? Was it intentional? What really was the case? Now, this isn't rare. I'm not saying it's okay, but it's not rare. Thousands of people each year overstay their visas, sometimes knowingly, sometimes by accident. But because of increased immigration enforcement in recent years, particularly in the US, especially under policies still echoing from Trump's administration, even minor immigration infractions can get you flagged, right? And we see that ICE is clamping down on illegal immigrants, especially in LA. Now, he apparently was detained on the 6th of June at Harry Reid International Airport in Las Vegas. ICE confirmed that he was held for immigration violations and he was granted voluntary departure, which basically means that you could leave on your own terms instead of being deported forcibly. So it's not going to be on your records that you were deported, but you left on your own terms. But it is a red flag on your immigration record. And depending on the visa type, it could actually affect your future US visits. And that's really what the case is. It's a reminder that fame doesn't make you immune to the law. Even one of the most followed humans on the earth isn't exempt from immigration rules, right? It's also a glimpse into how the US immigration system works or doesn't work, depending on who you ask. Even in cases where, the violation is administrative or it's unintentional, people can still be detained. The system is strict, the process is slow, and often there's little room for nuance. So it's really what is happening, and they're very strict, and it's just chaotic right now in the US with these clampdowns. Let's not forget that Khaby is originally from Senegal, though he now holds an Italian citizenship. So even with a European passport, immigration rules in the US still apply. Some would argue that if he were from a different part of the world, say Western Europe or Australia, maybe this wouldn't have actually made headlines at all. But that's a deeper conversation about immigration bias, and that's not what we're going to be talking about today. But what irked me a bit was that there was a lot of confusion on social media when a conservative commentator named Bo Loden took to X, formerly known as Twitter, and he claimed that he was the reason that Khaby got detained. According to him, he reported Khaby to the U.S. immigration authorities, which allegedly led to the arrest and then him being allowed to self-deport. Loden even went as far as to share what he claimed was Khaby's record from the ICE database. But here's where it gets murky. Community notes, right, underneath that tweet on that post quickly flagged the claim as unverified and possibly misleading. So while Loden, this commentator, may be chasing clout, it's unclear whether he actually had anything to do with the actual detention. Still, the fact that people are online, trying to take credit for someone getting deported. His team, I believe, will likely smooth things over legally, and he'll probably be allowed back in the US at some point, especially if it was just a visa overstay issue. So I believe that there might be some leniency in that regard. And just a quick backstory, Khaby became famous in 2020 during the height of the pandemic after getting laid off from a factory job in Italy. No studio, no lights, no budget, nothing. He then created a signature humor artistry that turned out to be pure gold and being one of the most followed people on TikTok. With all that is happening, it's a wake-up call for digital creators, influencers, and even everyday travelers. Always, always double-check your visa status. Check it. Fame or no fame, the rules are the rules. And the US immigration system isn't likely known for leniency. So just make sure that you're always on point and you're checking, because ignorance of the law is not an excuse, right? We've heard this over and over again. But what are your thoughts about this? Drop your comments in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. My name is Ife Igwe's African Diaspora News Channel. See you on the next story.